Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for stopping by today. This is the card that we're going to be focusing on. It's very easy, very basic, very simple card design and layout. And I also took the stamp and decided to just daddy up the envelope just a little bit. So if you're looking at this and going, the heck, I don't remember seeing that in the annual catalog or the current mini, the holiday mini catalog, that is because this stamp set is part of Stampin' Up's online scrapbooking offering. And right now, that publication is just strictly online. And also the Designer Series paper coordinates with the stamp set, and that is also part of the scrapbooking brochure. So if you're watching this video from my YouTube channel, in the description box below, if it's not open all the way, just click more. That will expand and open the box. And there is a link you can copy and paste that will take you to my blog posting for this card. And off to the right side, you will see a sidebar, and it has, you can click to view the annual catalog, the current mini catalog, and also the scrapbooking brochure that is currently being offered. So let's get started with this. This is just so simple and so basic. And I will have all the measurements listed also on my blog post that you will find. But again, it's just layering Designer Series paper and cardstock. So we're starting with a piece of petal pink cardstock. And I'm like, you're like, petal pink? Isn't that fall or Thanksgiving-ish? But you know what? It works because the background in this paper is petal pink, a very light offering of petal pink. So I just folded that in half, burnished with my bone folder, and I want to stamp first. And I think I need a new piece of paper on here. This is just my stamping pierce mat because I am working with photopolymer. And 9 times out of 10, stamping with my glass mat is just fine. And, you know, sometimes it's not. So, of course, if I'm deciding to do a video and I don't use my stamp and pierce mat when I'm stamping, it doesn't come out right. You know that rule of thumb. And I'm stamping in Early Espresso ink. And I'm just going to try and get this on the center. But it will be popped out with the deckled rectangle die. That looks pretty good. I think I might need to re-ink my stamp pad there. So since we're stamping, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to pull in my envelope, and this stamp is this little like leafy flower, whatever it is. But I thought, you know, I sometimes neglect my envelopes and forget all about them. And that is because I do classes in my home. So I am a one-on-one demonstrator. And I am just so focusing on getting my cards designed, getting my everything cut for a class. You get envelopes with the class. But when I'm making my card, I'm not focused on the envelope. I am focused on the card. So I do sometimes forget to pay any attention to the envelope. But I have plenty in my class that they'll just grab a stamp and go ahead and stamp their envelope. And this was in crushed curry. So that's the only inks we've used is the crushed curry and the Early Espresso. Okay, next, I'm going to set that aside somewhere over here so I don't goober it up. Because on the inside of this looks just fine the way it is with a piece of white cardstock, but I used the leaf, which is right here, and I stamped on the inside of this card. So let's see, this one is on this side. Do I want to, you know what, I'm going to keep it on this side. And this is just randomly stamping this leaf. Okay. Oh, and I smudged it. I had ink on my fingers. Okay. That's why there's two sides to cardstock. Let me see if I can get that, brush that off. And we're going to do this again. So you're going to get to see me do this again. Because I had ink on my finger and, oh man, I did it again. Jeez. Didn't realize that. And, you know, it probably would have been okay, but I would have known it was there. It would have bothered me. All right, so I'm going to get this baby closed up before I stick my fingers in it again. All right, so that is that. And that's going to go on the inside of our card. And next, all we're going to be doing is layering our Sweet Days of Autumn Designer Series paper onto a piece of copper clay cardstock. So I'm just going to use my multi-purpose glue, and this is our Tombow multi-purpose glue we sell in our catalog. I just have it in a fine tip bottle because if I'm using it for something, embellishments that are very, very small, it seems to work best for me. And again, I am a firm believer that adhesives are personal. If you find an adhesive you like, then go for it. Stick with that. Yeah. Stampin' Up! Also has tape runner. If you are not a fan of the liquid glue. All right, so there's that. Next, I'm going to die cut this, like I said, with my deckled rectangles. I have my Stampin' Cup Mini here off to the side. So let me start working on my platform. I'm going to try and get this centered when I die cut it. I have a piece of paper tape that I'm just going to use to make sure this does not shift around on me. Okay, you can also use a Post-it note. Some people use washi tape. I just like the paper tape. And this can be used quite a few times before it, no longer, as my mom would say, has any good to it before it no longer sticks and is useful. All right, dimensionals are going on the back of this. Okay, and yes, we could put this straight across, but I didn't like that. So I angled this. Just something just a little different. So we're going to go right there. And then let me get my inside piece and make sure, okay, this is my smudgy side, so I don't want, that's not the side I want sticking up. Hopefully I can get this centered. That looks pretty good. You know, and I've already put this down, but let me see if it'll work. Sometimes when you see, I don't know if you can tell, you can see like this raised cut edge. But sometimes if you take your bone folder, yeah, there we go. And you can kind of smooth out that like cut edge. So yeah, and did I not? And I did not get any adhesive right here in this corner. So we're going to put some right there so that that will stay flat. And then all we have left to do is add some of the faux glass dots. And these are in Cajun Craze, Mossy Meadow, Copper Clay, and Wild Wheat. In case you're wondering, this is how I store my embellishments. This is just a clear passport case. And then This is what's on the back of our designer series paper. I cut it to fit in here. This is a 3M file label, and then I use my labeler to put on here what it is. I could write it out, but I don't like my writing, my printing, so I like everything to be consistent. And then I write on here the coordinating colors so that I know what they are. So I used Cajun Craze on these, and do I want to use, and I used copper clay. Do I want to use Cajun Craze? Do I want to use wild wheat? Let's put some of the Cajun Craze on here. I'll put this one down here. There we go, we're all done. So yeah, what a cute, you can use this for fall, Thanksgiving, greeting. And it's so simple and it's so easy. It's just layering cardstock and designer series paper. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.